What's up, YouTube? Today's video, we're going to be discussing the brand new Gen 5 Glock 19X. I'm going to do a simple unboxing and just a quick review of how I feel about the Glock and how it's held up over the past 450 rounds that I have through this particular firearm. So first, let's just go straight into our case. This is a standard Glock case, so nothing truly spectacular there. Everyone kind of knows this. It's something that Glock's been doing for a while now, so no big hoopla there. Of course, it's a good handle, nice all-around small case. Let's open up our Glock package and take a look at what we've got inside. So inside we have our firearm as well as our documentation and paperwork that comes with every one of your Glocks for your registration and information about the gun, safety tips, cleaning tips, how to contact Glock if you need any assistance with anything. I can tell you this right now, I've owned Glocks for about 8 years now, and they are absolutely amazing to deal with. Quick, fast response, send them an email, give them a call, send them an email, they'll reach back out to you. Great turnaround times, all around good company for sure. Going into our unboxing, we have, of course, our cleaning brush as well as extension. You just screw that in there, get down into that barrel when you're cleaning it out. In our packaging, we've got our Gen 5 Glock comes with the pistol grip additions here, which are absolutely amazing, guys. I have large hands. I can palm a professional size basketball with ease. I am a taller guy, bigger guy, so to have that ability to alter my grip straight out of the box from the factory for me is absolutely amazing. I love that Glock included that with the package here. The Gen 5 19X comes with 3 magazines. You have one of the 17 round mags, okay? I don't use this one that often. I prefer to use the 17+2 mags, and I'll get into why. You have 2 of the 17+2, so these are 17 round mags plus 2 with the extension at the bottom there. I like these a lot better. 1, because I get 19 rounds in a magazine, and then 2, because these actually stand up completely on their own. I really like that feature. Glock does include their Glock standard speed loader. Not the greatest speed loader, but it's effective. It gets the job done. It saves your thumbs and your hands from cramping up. So there you go. I keep my weapons completely loaded with 1 chambered. So we are going to clear the firearm before we go into talking about it. Sorry if I shook the camera there. So let's go ahead and clear this weapon, and we'll go further into some of the features on the 19X here. This way in my house is completely clear, as well as straight ahead of me is completely clear. So I like to keep this barrel away from my body. Just a good safety habit that I've formed, and that it goes into the fact that I keep my gun chambered and fully loaded. So every time I touch a firearm in my house, I know that it is hot and ready to go. So let's go ahead and take everything out. Guys, I am left-handed, so I have kind of adapted just that middle finger pull up to hit that mag release. With the Gen 5s, you do have the ability to swap your mag release button over. It is ambi, so I can move it over to the other side. However, I don't, because in case of an issue where I have to drop my mag, what I run into is if it's on this side, and that's where the meat of my palm goes into, I really don't want to be depressing that mag release with the meat of my palm. So that's why I do keep it on this side. It's a little different, but with 20 rounds, I don't have much to worry about. Again, guys, as I already showed you, this is cleared. There's nothing in there at all. So I'll kind of show you around the firearm here. This new 19X is absolutely beautiful. I love the coyote tan color that's on it. I do believe that I think they're gonna make the X in a different color. I think the X will go to black also. Not 100% sure, but this is just a gorgeous color for me. Great quality build as to be expected coming from Glock. This coating that they put on that slide is just smooth as butter, and it is some quality stuff. You can just tell from that finish that there'll be no instance where that paint or that coloring is chipping off. This thing is definitely not gonna give you any issues, any problems whatsoever. On the 19X, this one does have the Glock night sights. These night sights are metal, which I absolutely love. I am a fan of Glock's 3-dot system. Okay, it works for what I need it to do. I am not using this firearm to shoot at 250 yards. I've got an AR that's gonna reach out well over that if I need to. This is not the firearm that I'm using for 250 yards. This is the firearm that I'm using up close and personal when you get a little too close to me. This is the one, that's on my side at all times. I have moved this particular firearm over into my EDC. It is now my everyday carry gun. Again, I absolutely love it, but that's to go there. As we talked earlier about those extensions, I have very large hands, so I did put the largest of the extensions on. So when I get up in there high and tight, and I got a good hold of that bad baby, it is pushing that skin down, allowing that slide to go fully back. I am not going to get pinched anywhere around there whatsoever, okay? We'll do a simple little breakdown here, guys. As I've already kind of told you, I have 450 rounds through this magazine. When I got it, the first thing I did was broke it down and lubed it up. That was it. 450 rounds later, I have not cleaned this gun not one time. I mean, I haven't even blown on it, guys. This thing, I do shoot quality ammo as practice rounds, and it works extremely well. So I haven't cleaned this. This is not my trophy handgun. This isn't my pride and joy. It's a Glock. It gets done what I need it to get done, basically, okay? So as you guys just saw, one little tactic I use when I break down a Glock is, I keep that trigger forward. As I go back to my forearms and pull down, I pull the trigger and it actually slides the slide forward, and boom, it's broken down. So 450 rounds later, guys, I'm gonna try to hold this in a position so you guys can see what's all going on in there. But 450 rounds later, this thing is not at all bad. Kind of see if you can get inside that barrel too. Very clean for 450 rounds through this firearm. Again, not a whole lot of dirt and debris. I kind of jammed my finger in there just a little bit. 450 rounds, I mean, that's to be expected. Nothing just to where this is just god-awful or ugly or anything like that, so you're good there. 450 rounds. I have only had one issue, and I want to go ahead and tell you right now, this is not a Glock issue. This was complete user error. Upon firing the firearm with my grip on my last round, the slide did not lock backwards. And the reason why is because with the 19X, you do have the ambi slide locks. I had my thumb in the wrong position, guys. Okay. So this weapon has given me 450 rounds with no bad ejections, no, light strikes, nothing at all of an issue. The only issue was my thumb covered that slide lock. So upon firing that last bullet, the slide went back and basically forward chambering itself. And of course, I thought I had another round in there, and when I went to pull, nothing happened because the slide came back, did not lock, and went forward. My error because my thumb here was not in its proper position. I was on top of that slide lock. So nothing that Glock did poorly. You guys are going to get a lot of reviews. I know you've already seen a bunch. That's the reason why I wanted to jump out and make one really quickly about the Glock 19X. Everyone is just tremendously bashing this firearm for some reason. I want you guys to know Glock did not make this to be the military's answer for concealed carry. That was not the 19X's purpose. This is not an easy gun to conceal carry. I do it, and I do it just fine. It's not all that easy because of that full-size handle. Everyone online is saying, oh, Glock should have did a longer slide with the smaller handle, easier to conceal carry, and great for accuracy. Blah, 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 guys. I'm pretty sure Glock knows that. They're going to probably come out with something that's going to do that, incorporate that for you, but this wasn't it. So many people think that, oh, this was Glock's calling for the military wanting a concealable, high-capacity firearm for people in the military. Absolutely not. This is not what it was intended to do. They have the 19 that can do that. They have the 43 that can do that. The military already has an answer for that concealable sidearm. That's not what this one was. This one is an open carry firearm because of that handle. I mean, that's a lot hanging out. It's a lot of meat and potatoes hanging out there. This is an open carry. Now, I do conceal carry it. I appendix carry this every single day. But it's meant for open carry with all that butt hanging out back there. Okay? So for everyone that's bashing it, they're just upset that, of course, it's got that full size. Glock wanted that full size to give you a high-capacity magazine, guys. We're talking 19 rounds in that magazine. That's what I want. I don't care too much about being able to hide this thing as much as I care about it protecting the hell out of me if I needed it to. That's why we got that 17 plus 2, 19 round mag, okay? And I keep 19 in that mag and 1 in the head at all times. Like I told you, that's my safety rule of thumb. Keep that thing loaded and always treat every weapon as if it already is loaded. So this was not meant to be, that whole concealed carry firearm. That's not what this one is intended for. Everything about this firearm is 100% quality. I'm trying to make sure I cover all the bases for you guys, but Glock, you guys did an amazing job. I love it. Please keep it up. Because this is definitely something that I wanted to see. So, okay, we got 1 in the head, guys. I'm just doing a quick little rundown. I'm going to keep that facing in a safe direction and also show you how these speed loaders work. Some of you guys don't really know how they operate, but basically you throw that on there, you're going to push it down, kind of like that. And you're taking that next round, you're feeding it in there, wait until it catches that metal catch, slide it up, push that bullet back, and that's in there. Just saves your thumbs, saves your hands. That bad baby is in there, okay? Anytime you load your firearm, you always want to load this with the intent that you know what the heck you're doing, okay? You're not going to tear this thing up. If you do, You probably don't need a fire.